Yvonne Chevallier stepped onto the stage of the National Conservatory of Music as if she weren't afraid. The audience, composed mostly of her competitors' relatives, greeted her with indifferent applause. Soon they were fanning themselves with the programme again, slumped in threadbare seats. The one burst of clapping surely came from Yvonne's husband and son. She took her place at the edge of the wooden planks, chin high, shoulders back, and turned toward the first row, where the judges sat. Beads of sweat ran down her neck. For a moment she forgot to breathe. At last she nodded to Madeleine Moreau, the most famous soprano in Paris, who'd won the same contest 2 decades earlier and served as that year's Judge of Honour. Madeleine met Yvonne's gaze, but didn't nod back. Yvonne pressed her hands against the sequins of her sleeveless dress. She'd bought the Elsa Schiaparelli gown in a consignment store on the Rue Vieille du Temple. Cut low in front and glittering under the spotlights, the blue dress had raised eyebrows among the other female contestants. They would have ruined their reputation in that dress, but at 32 Yvonne was older, more respectable too because she was married, and she could wear clothes they couldn't. The gown matched the colour of her eyes and brought out the golden shade of her hair. She wasn't above trying to impress the judges by every means. Madeleine tapped the lead of her pencil onto her notebook. She was more heavy-set than Yvonne, always had been, even before the trips to sing all over Europe, London, Milan, Vienna, had taken their toll. She claimed to have turned 48 that spring, but it was an open secret that she was 54 and dyed her hair raven black every other week. Her Vionnet dress in red silk chiffon stretched awkwardly across the bulge of her hips. Her jawline sagged. She enjoyed enough fame, though, that opera singers who believed she could help them claimed to see remnants of great beauty in her. Her most striking feature was her eyes, piercing like those of a falcon. Yvonne searched for Paul and Jules in the few seconds she had before the crowd became impatient. She found them on tattered armchairs 8 rows behind the judges, at the exact spot Yvonne had told them to sit, where her voice would best merge with the music. Paul, a mop of hair falling over his face, wore a wrinkled linen suit that hung loosely over his shoulders. He looked anxious about Yvonne's performance. Both Yvonne and he knew much depended on it. Jules, seemingly older than 15 in the Sunday clothes Yvonne had ironed for him, chewed the tip of a pencil. It relieved Yvonne to find him. Locating her son in the room would bring her good luck, she was certain of it. She dabbed a handkerchief on the back of her neck and gave her signal to the accompanist.